A few guys that can fill it up. First Air Force Falcons, Michael Lyons. You got Fletcher at the guards, Earls, Fitzgerald, and the big man, Taylor Brookice. For Colorado State, Dorian Green scored 6 of the final 8 points. Eichmeyer, Smith, Hornung, and the big man in the middle, Colton Iverson. Here we go, the Rams with the tip. Dorian Green setting things up, Eichmeyer. Both these teams coming off big wins this week, Coach.
Well, and you see Air Force goes right to their matchup zone.
Dorian Green, baseline, he's fouled, going up. He's going to get 2.
Of course, Dorian Green is the point guard, Todd, but he's so effective. Going to the basket, looking for his shot, and also rebounding. And there you have the tremendous pass, and Dorian Green gets to the foul line.
DeLavel Earls with that personal foul, his first. Take a look at the series history. It's gone Colorado State's way, 69-31. This is a 101st meeting at the Air Force Academy. The Rams have won 28 times here, and that's not easy to do.
No, Clune Arena has been very friendly to the Air Force Falcons, particularly this year, 11-1, as we mentioned.
Air Force will be patient. Brookice back up top. Earls taking a stronger rack, kicking it back outside. You see Brookice is the threat, goes to the rim. That one off and no good. Scrambling for the rebound. Colorado State comes up with it. Eichmeyer, and Eichmeyer buries it from 15 feet.
Eichmeyer was the leading scorer last year, has not shot the ball as well as he did last year, but playing tremendous basketball, and that was a great pull-up jumper.
Off to a good start here. The Air Force Falcons coming off a big win against UNLV. Brookice taking it baseline, now back out front. Long range 3, that one missed by Lyons. Colorado State pulls down the board. Eichmeyer out to Dorian Green. Now to the big man Iverson down low. He'll be pestered by this pesky Air Force defense. Dorian Green, open look from 3, off the front of the rim, no good, but look at the putback there by Greg Smith.
And why should we be surprised? That's what Colorado State does the best. They lead the country in rebounding margin at 13.8, and there you have Smooth Smith with the tap-in.
So Colorado State off and running with a 6-0 run to start this game. They can really hit the glass, Coach.
Well, they're a tremendous rebounding team. We talked about it at the top. You've got to limit them to one shot, which is very difficult to do. It's not just one guy. The entire front line will bang the glass when you talk about Iverson. And probably the best offensive rebounder in the country, Pierce Hornung, and then we just saw Greg Smith get inside. Remember, when you're playing that matchup zone, your blockout responsibilities are not as defined as they would be when you're playing man-to-man.
Well, I saw Air Force play Wednesday night against UNLV. They did a good job on the boards. They have a lot of time left here. Air Force, again, 11-1 on their home floor. Lyons with the strong take out the window. Dipsy-Duke goes.
A little 50 ice cream scoop shot. A little vanilla, a little chocolate, a little strawberry.
Eichmeyer out top, looking for some room. Smith at 28 against Nevada. Heck of a ball game for him. Iverson looking out here to Eichmeyer, got him.
Yeah, at the time he was the 4th leading scorer, and your 4th leading scorer scores 28. Pierce Hornung did not play in that ball game except for 3 minutes.
Little spin move by Pierce Hornung. That foul will go on Fletcher. Contact as Hornung went up a little bit too high off the glass and off the rim.
Watch the post up by Pierce Hornung. Oh, here we go. As Lion roars tonight with the scooper.
Colorado State with already their 3rd free throw of the game. This one a miss off the back of the rim for Hornung.
Yeah, Pierce shoots 66% from the foul line, 56% from Trayville. Doesn't take a lot, but he's very efficient offensively.
Second one is good. Colorado State with a 7-2 lead. 9 seniors in the starting lineups for these 2 teams, so a very experienced basketball game we have.
Well, you're absolutely right. Not only 9 seniors, but you have 5th-year seniors. You also have players from Air Force that went to the United States Air Force Prep Academy. So they've been around here for 5 years. So this is maybe the most experienced 10 on the floor in the country.
Greg Smith whistled for that foul, a reach in about 20 feet away from the basket. Probably not the foul that Stacey wants. Lyons with the takedown, and good! Michael Lyons found just a little bit of a crease, gets that one to go, and he's got a foul shot coming.
Watch the tremendous drive, the dribble drive, and Lyons hangs. He takes off from the logo, kisses it off the glass, and more importantly, gets a foul.
That will go on the big man, Colton Iverson, his first of the game. Lyons foul shot off the back of the rim, no good. That pops out. Air Force able to reset. We got some kids out on the floor. Got to stop that game.
Well, people are so excited. We got the little guys running out on the floor.
Right after that rebound. Substitution for the Rams. They're okay. Hey, they were here to watch some basketball. A little too early to enroll.
Well, you know, we see the blackouts in the Super Bowls. I guess maybe throw the kids out on the court and see if we can get it slowed down a little bit.
7-4. Colorado State with the early lead. Air Force really a chance to get 4 points on this possession. Lyons with 4 already, leading the conference in scoring at 18 per.
And here you see the spread offense, better known as the Princeton offense.
Brookheist, great backdoor cut. Fitzgerald into the corner. That one's going to be too strong. Air ball for Lyons. Back comes Colorado State. Eichmeyer in the corner to Dorian Green.
This is not your traditional zone defense, Todd. They do a great job of trading players, man-to-man principles, and there's Dorian Green.
Green from the corner had that open look, and he buries it. You cannot give him 2 steps to sit there and survey the court. Earls into the lane, and Earls falls to the floor, but not before the basketball goes through the hoop. 10-6, Colorado State. We're off to a fast start, Coach.
Todd, that's the 3rd great penetrating move in laying.
How about Eichmeyer?
And the spike says back at you with the baseline.
How about Eichmeyer?
And the spike says back at you with the baseline drive.
Reverse layup for Eichmeyer. He's already got 4. Colorado State has wanted him to get off the schneid as far as scoring. So far, he's doing that. Welcome to everybody, Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. Oklahoma State picking up the victory, 84-79. We're at Clune Arena at the Air Force Academy. Colorado State off to a 12-6 lead, but Tyler Brookheist there gets the roll. It is now 12-8. Rams come in 20-4, 2nd place in the Mountain West Conference. The Air Force Academy, a solid 3rd place coming off a victory against UNLV. Turnover by Colorado State. Air Force has got numbers. Fletcher going alley-oop, and Lyons throws it down. Time to go to a break. It's already 12-4.
Lead early in the first quarter. Rebounding. It's a synonym for Colorado State. Nobody does it better than them. Check out the stats. #1 in rebounding as a team, and they have the best rebounding tandem in the country. Colton Iverson, who's at the line right now, and his teammate Pierce Horning. 19 rebounds a game. They got Dennis Rodman in the Hall of Fame, guys. It's working pretty well for Colorado State.
Excellent point, Phil. Colorado State is leading the Mountain West Conference in rebounding. Air Force, on the other side of things, Coach, is last, and that's going to be a factor in this ballgame.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why Colorado State leads the conference in rebounding is because they're offensive rebounding.
15-12, Colorado State up by 3.
I nicknamed the 2 big guys inside the Bruise Brothers, not the Blues, the Bruise Brothers, because they will bring pain to you in the paint.
Olszynski is checked into the game. Marek Olszynski, 0 for Air Force. Olszynski from the corner, got the look at the 3. That one off the rim, no good. Colorado State chases down the rebound, and of course, there's your guy, Horning. Horning in transition, Colorado State will look to score. That pass off the side of the basket by Eichmeyer and out of bounds, a turnover for Colorado State.
Yeah, secondary break. Eichmeyer was trying to throw the skip pass, a little bit offline, and hits the backboard, goes out of bounds.
Larry Stacey's Rams with a big victory Wednesday night over San Diego State. Fletcher sees a little bit of a crease. Olszynski now. 15-12, Colorado State. 5.5 minutes have elapsed. Get ready to buckle in. Williams setting the screen. Corner from Fletcher, that one's short. Colorado State off and running. Eichmeyer now to the middle. Drawing Green passed up the 3. Good passing inside and with the 40. The hammer applied by 45, Colton Iverson.
And that was all about making the extra pass. Hornung made a beautiful bounce delivery. The pocket pass right to the big guy. CI slams it down.
Look at Lyons. Oh, nothing but the bottom of the net. Is he on fire or what? His 9th point so far. Make that 11. (17-15), Colorado State with a 2-point lead. Michael Lyons keeping the Falcons nice and tight. Warning on the baseline into Iverson. He's got some room. Iverson puts it on the ground. Air Force coming up with a turnover. Nice physical defense by the Falcons down low. Turnover. Lyons 2-on-1. Eichmeyer goes up and off the window. He's got it. Colorado State now 19-15. These two teams average about the same turnover-wise, 12 and 11 a game.
Which is outstanding. Anytime you have your turnover under 15, you're doing something.
Oh, are you kidding me? Wake this guy up. He's absolutely unconscious. Lyons hits another 3. He's got 14 in the game. We're not even 8 minutes in.
And he started out hurting Colorado State with his dribble drives. Now he's going long range.
Colorado State gave up some 3s in their last game. That 3 hoisted up by Green off the mark. Colorado State hustling for the rebound. It's Bejarano. The officiating crew says that's off Colorado State Air Force basketball.
Yeah, very important sub for Colorado State. They'll come in at different positions. He does a really good job of rebounding, and they need him to come up big.
Officials for today's game: Bob Staffen, Casey Eli, and John Stigliano. You see a good shot from Coach Stacy. Done a great job here at Colorado State, but I suffice it to say the cupboard was not bared when he came on board.
No, you have the 5 senior starters that were there last year. Of course, Iverson sat out, Bejarano sat out, but he's done, Coach Stacy has done just a fantastic job. They play great defense, and how about the rebounds? It's just tremendous.
Gerson Santos is checked in for the Colorado State Rams. You'll see Air Force go a little bit deeper. Number 1, Trey Coggins is checked in, and 25, Green as well. Lyons feeling it, gonna put it up again for 3, and he's found the range. Absolutely nothing but the bottom of the net. Air Force with their first lead of the game at 21-19. Fans are going nuts for the Falcons.
And they're going nuts for Michael Lyons. I mean, what a first half performance, the first 10 minutes of this basketball game.
Lyons right now 7-9, 3 of 5 from 3-point range. He's got 17. Colorado State with counter from 3. That one up and no good by Bejarano, and the foul whistle. Number 15, Gerson Santos.
32% Treyville. But when he's knocking down 3s, he becomes that much more effective because of his penetrating skills.
Off the screen there, Lyons with the miss. Colorado State with the board now going their way. Bejarano now. Octius, number 5, is checked in for the Rams as well. He had a very solid game against San Diego State on Wednesday. Tried the entry pass there, and Eichmeyer turns it over. 4 turnovers for Colorado State.
When you play this matchup zone that Air Force does, you've got to really test your passes, Todd. They're very active. They get deflections. So you've got to do a good job of making sure when you step and deliver that you do that on the bounce pass.
Nice entry pass into the blocks to Brookheis, and Brookheis goes up and gets it to go. Air Force now with a 4-point lead at 23-19. An 11-2 run for the Academy.
And that was a great delivery from Green on the bounce pass to Brookheis.
Octius looking baseline. That one knocked out of his hands, and he says it's off Octius. Air Force with the basketball.
We just talked about those active hands. There's a tremendous pass to Brookheis, and he goes with the left hand. But on the defensive end, Air Force is causing turnovers with those great hands and active hands.
Dorian Green checking back in for Colorado State. Air Force will go deeper on their bench. We're already seeing it. Colorado State got it to a 6-0 run to start the game, but Air Force has been absolutely on fire since. Coggins now to Green. Michael Lyons, 17 of the points so far. Terrific. Brookhice trying to take the big man outside. He does so off the window. Good defense there by Colton Iverson.
Well, he did a good job of moving his feet, but that's part of the game plan. They wanted to try to put pressure on Iverson with Brookhice taking the ball and driving or knocking down outside shots.
12-footer by Greg Smith. Again, he had 28 against Nevada a week ago, and his best performance, tied a career high. Traveled. Easy call for the crew. Brookhice got going just a little bit too much. Wanted to hit that lane.
Yeah, you got to make sure when you come to a jump stop that you don't pivot that foot, and that's what Brookhice did. Look, Colorado State, this is a tremendous defensive team. They will not panic. We know that. They were down 18 at halftime against San Diego State and took it all the way and put it into overtime. Air Force has gotten off to a great start, but this Ram squad, veteran, experienced squad, will not panic.
Yeah, we saw the same thing down at the pit in New Mexico. Colorado State got down by as many as 22. It was a 2-point game with under a minute to play. Dorian Green. Oh, got it to go from 3. Doesn't get a lot of looks, but Pierce Harding, 56% from Treyville. That one he knocks down. 24-23, the Rams retake the lead.
And now he's 10 for 17 from Treyville.
Physical play out on the court. Here's Green turning inside, got Horning on him. Back outside to Brookhice, who goes baseline. If that's the second foul on Colton Iverson, that's going to be a factor for Colorado State.
And we saw part of the game plan. You saw Brookhice on the baseline, pump fake, and take that ball hard down the baseline, and he draws the second foul on Iverson.
Colorado State will make a substitution. Look for Bejarano to come into the ball game. Iverson with the second personal foul makes his way to the bench for Colorado State. Brookhice also checking out for Air Force.
Yeah, and Coach Eustace is going with a smaller lineup. It still won't hurt him on the glass.
Lyons got an open look from 3 as the defender with that. I'll tell you what, he must have woke up, eaten his Wheaties, and know that he was going to bury him. Wow. Seen one heck of a performance so far, 20 by Lyons, 12 minutes into this game. Absolutely stealing the show.
And that was a contested three-point shot that he just got to go down.
Oh, that's not a freebie. Colorado State to Octius. Octius will put it up from 3. That one off the rim, no good. Hornick came in for the rebound, and that was tapped out of his hands.
Just a tremendous knack. He really tracks down rebounds. We saw him go down that baseline and get his hands on it.
Michael Lyons is 8 of 11 field goal, 4 of 7 for three-point range.
Yeah, that's just outstanding play. 20 first half points, and we still have close to 8.5 minutes to go.
Bejarano with the take. That was an error, but Octi is there, puts it off the glass, and that one counts. That was a nice shot down low. Octius with big minutes. Lyons, he goes up behind the back pass, and then another 3 let go by Air Force. That one in and out. Fitzgerald with that look.
What a delivery by Michael Lyons. He went up. He thought he was going to try to spin it off the glass. He goes behind the back and gets it.
Colorado State foul down low. Smith with the open look, but he's bumped. Number 3, Justin Ham.
This is tremendous. New Mexico, 3 RPI. Colorado State, 15 RPI. And as you mentioned, as a conference, #1 in the country.
Which begs the question, Coach, in this conference historically not gotten more than 3 teams in the big dance. What are we looking at?
Well, they got 3 at-large bids last year, plus the automatic, which was 4. I think it's automatic. They get at least 4 bids this year, and I think they have a great shot at getting an additional one. As I mentioned, Air Force is fighting for it. Boise State, Wyoming got off to the great start.
Great defense there by Colorado State. They're back and running. Hornick kicks it out. Now up top to Green. Octius. Air Force defense tremendous so far. The offense for both teams doing the job. Smith puts it on the ground, gets the little floater. That one off the top of the rim, but there's Horning. Goes in, that's why he's third in the conference in rebounding. He taps it in, Colorado State up 30-26.
He may be third in the conference, but he may be #1 in the nation offensive rebound.
We looked at him prior to game time, Coach. He is one kid that is stacked and built. Air Force, great pass underneath. Look at the tremendous look by Green. Michael Lyons with his 22nd point on the day.
Well, he's gotten scores by penetrating. He's gotten scores going three-land. Now he gets one on a great backdoor cut, and Green delivers the pass.
Pair of Greens out on the floor now. Dwayne for Colorado State, and also Kyle for the Air Force Academy.
Kyle Green started 9 of the first 10 games.
Turnover by Colorado State. Smith couldn't handle as he came into the lane. Look at Lyons again. We're watching a performance you do not see very often. Michael Lyons buries another tray. He's got 25 points. Give Air Force a 31-30 lead. He's 10 of 13 from the field, 5 of 8 from 3. You're seeing something special. Colorado State with the turnover. Octius walked, and back goes the Falcons. Look at Lyons, Coach. Bend, extend, follow through, and he's got the sonar working.
Come on now. Look at what he's done in the first half. 25 of the 31 points.
Absolutely ridiculous performance by Michael Lyons. Falcon fans being treated to one heck of a show. Here's Fitzgerald. Offensive foul away from the ball.
25 of Air Force, Kyle Green. That's his first personal foul.
I'm going Kyle Green, his first personal. 5:55 left in the first half. Breakneck speed in this one.
And now we see for the first time tonight, Air Force is going to the traditional 2-3 zone.
Eichmeyer back up top. Green had the look, deciding not to go with it. Bejarano in the corner. Air Force playing tough defense. The Rams without Iverson. He had his second personal foul. He was pulled from the game. Eichmeyer, an open look. That one off the back of the rim, no good. Eichmeyer struggled with the shooting percentage this year. 32% from the field. Lions, hey, you got to keep going until it bucks you.
Well, your concern if you're Air Force is that Michael Lyons has had one of the all-time great first halves, scoring 25 so far, and you're only up 1 point. So you're going to need to get a little scoring from other sources. You're going to have to get some additional balance. Coach P may give Michael just a quick blow.
Get him back down to reality because he's been in the stratosphere. Colorado State now with the basketball. Foul on that last possession by Coggins. Colorado State's Eichmeyer was fouled, slicing to the basket. Green, great bounce pass into Horning. Look at him adjust, but that one blocked as Williams got up and got rid of that.
And what do we see? Another offensive rebound. Watch the penetration. Nice block. But Greg Smith is right on it, getting an additional possession, and now to the foul line.
Foul shots for Colorado State. Second trip to the line for Smith. First one up and good. Boy, an afternoon beauty for basketball fans along the Front Range, Coach. It's nice to see that the Front Range basketball is at the level that these two teams are playing.
Oh, it's been just a tremendous season. University of Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado with a big win the other day.
Big win against Arizona. Arizona State tonight. University of Denver fighting for that WAC championship in these two ball clubs.
Fitzgerald over the Lions, who goes baseline. Lions. That one's going to stay here. Draws the foul.
And for our local viewers, we have to mention Metro State men's basketball. They're undefeated, ranked #1 in the country. So great basketball down the Front Range, up and down the Front Range.
Dorian Green picks up the personal foul, his second.
Yeah, that's a concern when Dorian Green has 2, Iverson has 2.
Colorado State tried to steal that inbounds pass. Not going to happen. Air Force able to recoup. Here's Williams. Great crossover dribble. That's an ankle breaker. Williams leads in on Hornig. Baseline. That one rims out. Hornig with the rebound. Colorado State now back running. Eichmeyer with an open look. Eichmeyer from three. That one off the front of the rim. And again, an offensive board by Hornig. He is just an animal down low.
If you're the opponent of Colorado State, the coaches are saying, block him out, block him out, block him out. But you can't find him to block him out. You can't get a body on him. He's so active.
That was a pass down into the blocks by Pierce Hornig. Smith gets fouled. Michael Lyons picks up the foul. Well, it looked pretty clean.
Well, it was hard to see on the backside.
Michael Lyons, 25 points in this first half. So far, Greg Smith doing the job for Colorado State from the foul line.
And we saw this out of Greg Smith in the Nevada game on the road when Pierce Hornig came down with the flu, only played 3 minutes, and he scores, what, 28 points. He has the capability of doing that, and we see him with Iverson on the bench with 2 fouls, being the go-to guy around the basket.
Michael Lyons checks out for the first time today, and coming in is Max Yon. And so far, Smith 6 of 6 from the foul line for Colorado State. Air Force continue to pound away from three. That one up, no good. Colorado State back running the basketball. Eichmeyer, open look. Eichmeyer off the rim, no good. Colorado State, again, fighting for the offensive board. We talked to the coaches prior to the game, and Eichmeyer, they're concerned, needs to shoot a little bit better. They've got to count on him come tournament time. He's only shooting 36% from the field. We have Colorado State right now at the foul line. Dorian Green with the foul shot, his first of 2. It's good.
Yeah, we haven't seen any icing by Michael Lyons. He's been red hot. 25 points. He did it one other time in his career and a half. 26, we believe, is the record. So when he gets reinserted, let's see if Michael Lyons scores again.
Colorado State has been converting from the foul line. That is the difference, 36-31. Todd Fletcher. Oh, what a great backdoor cut. Yon lays it up and good.
And you mentioned Todd Fletcher, obviously my favorite college basketball player.
Yeah,
now particularly since his first name is Todd and his last name is Fletcher.
Yeah, it's a combination of us. Can you believe it? Greg Smith decides to let that one go. Oh, he stayed in. He gets the roll. Greg Smith doing a great job with Colton Iverson on the bench carrying some of the offensive load for Colorado State. He's got 12 points.
Yeah, this is a tremendous team. They have so many weapons, Todd. They can hurt you so many different ways, but there's one way they always hurt you, and that's on the glass. They have 10 second chance points. Air Force, of course, has 0, and they're out rebounding the Falcons 19-5.
38-33, Colorado State. Air Force getting some good substitution. And look at that look. Williams with a smooth stroke from outside on the wing, buries it. Well, if you want to see tremendous Mountain West basketball, you found the right place here on Altitude.
Yeah, that's Air Force 6, made 3 in the first half. They're going to need 12 to win this basketball game, and they're on their way.
Colorado State gave up a few three-pointers, and look at Hornig. Down low, bowls his way in, gets the bucket and the foul.
Now let's take a look at this. Another great delivery on the bounce pass, and Hornig so tough around the basket. Watch him explode, go up, through the contact, and get the 3-point opportunity.
Yeah, not a ton of contact down there. Colorado State converts on the 3-point play. Hornig just pounding the boards. 41-36 Rams. Air Force certainly has gone deeper on their bench. They've gotten production. Williams again, that's a sweet spot. He hit the 3 last time down. Crossover on Smith. Now Fitzgerald with the open look. 20 feet away. Finds the bottom of the nets.
Yeah, they need Fitzgerald to step up. He's played very well the last 10 ball games in conference play.
41-38, minute 42 left in the first half. Colorado State up 3. Entry pass in here, and a great cut by Hornig. Horning with his 11th point on the day. Back come the Air Force. Foul, Colorado State. Here's the cut. Backdoor from Colorado State.
Yeah, and it's playing without the basketball. Outstanding cut by Pierce Horning. He does the same thing tracking offensive rebounds, but that was excellent offense by the Rams.
I think right now Colorado State can get to the break with the lead for the fact that Colton Iverson's been on the bench for the last few minutes will bode well from there. Air Force has gotten one heck of a performance from Michael Lyons. Air Force inbounds the ball. Williams up to Yon. Fitzgerald to Williams. Look at Williams backing in. Great move as he leans away. Just a little bit too tough off the back of the rim. Colorado State pulls down the board. Back come the Rams. Dorian Green with a fake, then the strong take. The left hand no good. But look at the man eating the glass. Horn with a rebound up and good. His 13th point on the day. Colorado State lead now to 7 points, 45-38.
We've seen Coach Pilipovich keep Michael Lyons on the bench because he has 2 fouls and wants to save that for the second half.
Horning has scored the last 7 points for the Colorado State Rams. Yon fighting for position. Now it's Green. Green to Williams. Shot clock winding down. Still got 8-7. Yon throws it up, draws the foul, and I think that's going to go on Horning.
Foul called on the Rams number 4. Here's Horning, first personal foul. Team foul number 7.
Pierce Horning picks up his first foul. It's the Rams' 17th foul. Free throws for Yon. Now from the line, Air Force Academy 0 of 1. Colorado State 13 of 14 from the line. That is just the second free throw that Air Force attempted in this first half.
Yeah, Colorado State's been pounding them inside. Offensive rebounds. When you get offensive rebounds, you get fouled around the basket, and that's been the case. And that's why they've made 13 out of 14. And that was a big 2 free throws for Air Force. If you're Air Force, you need a stop here to keep this thing to 5-point deficit.
45-40 Colorado State. Air Force picking up the pressure a little bit more. Eichmeyer.
They extended their defense, Todd, to try to slow Colorado State down a little bit and see if they can get a stop here at the end of the half.
Oh, Dorian Green from way outside, 25 feet away.
It should be a dandy. Don't you touch that dial.
All right, underway. Colorado State with the 8-point lead. Air Force Academy had an 11-2 run to take a 4-point lead in that first half. But CSU made 5 of the last 6 shots to end the half. Lyons, who you just saw fouled, 25 points in the first half. No other Falcon with more than 4 points in that first half.
Well, no other Falcon with more than 4 shots, along with Michael Lyons with his 14. Coach Pilipovich decided to sit him the last four minutes of the first half because he did have 2 fouls. He knows this game's going to be won in the second half, and he wanted to preserve him as far as fouls are concerned.
Well, if you're wondering how Colorado State does with the lead when leading at halftime, we've got your answer. 15-0 when leading at half for the Colorado State Rams.
Now, there's a reason why they're 20-4. They've led a lot at halftime.
Michael Lyons converts on both free throws to start the second half of the Air Force Falcons. Keep your eye on 34, Taylor Brookice. You saw him taking off his shoe, getting a little bit of ice behind the scenes. A little bit of a tender ankle.
Yeah, they're going to need all bodies on deck if they're going to pull off this upset, the Academy.
Iverson flashes in the lane, takes the entry pass from Eichmeyer. Air Force D'ing up. Look at the nice turn inside by 45 and puts it down for Colorado State.
What is impressive is Iverson's not only big and strong, but he has skills, great footwork. You saw the move there. Air Force does not want to double down on him because if you do, he's a great passer out of the post.
Brookice, the big man with an open look. We talked about that, Coach, and he could hit the 3. He was dialed in there. He took Colton Iverson away from the basket.
He might have been icing his ankle, but he didn't ice his shooting touch. That was a tremendous 3-point shot. And that's key to bring Iverson away from the basket.
Air Force to within 5. Now Greg Smith for Colorado State. Iverson. Iverson backs his way in. Nice little fake. Repeat the same move. If it's working, you go back to it. He converts.
Well, that's a clinic on post man. Inside, terrific. Ball fake, step under, and the jump hook.
9 points for Iverson. Sat out the last 7 or 8 minutes of the first half with foul trouble. He drew 2. Air Force looking for some answers. Brookheist up top, hit the 3 the last time down. Now Michael Lyons. Eichmeyer trying to fight over the pick. That one up and no good. Lyons cooling off a little bit from 3-point range. Green looks for Hornick. Crowd wanted to travel, they don't get it. Smith on the baseline, that's his spot. He ducks in. Oh, off the glass, and guess who gets it? That's right, Hornick. Then Green into the lane, the dish inside, and the big man Iverson hammers it down. 54-45, Colorado State extends their lead, but not for long. The Air Force converts on the and one, 21 DeLaVelle Earls. Take a look at Iverson on the other end, Coach. Doing a great job inside.
Well, you can't handle him one-on-one, and Air Force knows that, but they don't want to double down and give up the uncontested jump shot by the rest of the Rams. But he's so good with his footwork. He has great hands. He catches everything. And he has a skill set that tells you if you cover him one-on-one, he's going to get to the basket.
54-47, Lyons no good on that foul shot. He's got 29 for the game. Iverson doubled. Colorado State out top. Dorian Green feels it and got the bottom of the net. The Rams starting to convert from 3. Green was money before half.
And that's what happens when you do double down. Air Force decided to go ahead and double down, and Iverson is a fantastic passer out of the post.
Air Force into the lane. Unfortunately, they did not convert on the first shot, but Lyons there for the rebound and the putback single-handedly. Keeping the Air Force Falcons in. Rams, 4 players with double figures. Entry pass looks to be stolen away. Air Force comes up with it. Lyons out front. He's got Smith. Smith reaches in, and he's called for a foul on the reach in.
Well, you mentioned 4 in double figures. This is a team that has 5 players averaging close to double figures.
Colorado State a little bit careless with the basketball. A turnover for Larry Eustachy's crew.
You know Michael Lyons wanted to go fly in the air, but that was excellent, under control, measuring up the defender, and he gets the foul shot opportunity.
32 points from Michael Lyons.
We might see 50. I'm not talking about 50 cents. The rapper, I'm talking about 50 by Michael Lyons.
Second one up and good as well. 57-51, Rams with the lead. Colorado State over the half-court line. Dorian Green. Foul down low. Will go against the Falcons. Chase Cameron just checked into the game, and he draws his first foul of the game.
Well, he's a wide body. They brought him in, Air Force, maybe to lean on Iverson a little bit.
That one's going to go on Earls. That's going to stay here. A very physical foul. We heard this one all the way over here. Earls is saying that Iverson elbowed him. There was some contact there. Air Force has called it timeouts. Dave Pilipovich wants the officials to take a look at that to see if that could by chance be an elbow. Second team foul for the Air Force Academy Falcons. Eichmeyer. Hornick. Tough inside. That one off the basket. Side of the basket. No good. Air Force comes away with a rebound. Chance to cut the lead down to 4. Michael Lyons has been red hot. 33 points in the game for Air Force.
Toddy's got 8 of the 11 this half so far.
How about Earls finding the range in the stroke from 3. 57-54, Air Force now within 3. Colorado State got that lead to double digits, but back come the Falcons. That one up, back of the rim and no good by Dorian Green. Colorado State knocks the ball out of bounds. Larry Eustachy is not happy about that call. Colton Iverson down on the ground. Air Force Academy, a 7-0 run. It's been physical.
To keep them off the glass, you got to do everything in your power to block the Rams out, and that's difficult to do. Pierce Horning already has 8 offensive rebounds, or 6 offensive rebounds, so it's been tough inside, but Air Force is hanging in there with their 3-point shooting, and Lyons going absolutely nuts.
Stepped on the line. I think that'll be Colorado State ball. Earls ducked inside, got a little too much of that line. Colorado State gets it on the turnover. I think one of the reasons we're seeing number 44 chase Cameron, because I do believe that Brookheist is nursing that sore ankle, Coach.
Plus Chase is a big, strong young man. He's only played in 10 games, but
a big body. He's got fouls to give.
Yeah, he's got fouls to give. Plus, he's gonna at least try to block out these guys.
Eichmeyer, let's go from 3. Colorado State's coaching staff has been looking for exactly that from Wes Eichmeyer as he buries it. 60-54, the lead back up to 6 for Colorado State. Fitzgerald back the other way, into the lane, got back to go as well. Every time Colorado State tries to inch into the lead, Air Force comes back strong.
Well, there's a reason why they're averaging 72 points a game. The most points they've averaged in a long time. But Eichmeyer says, my shot is back.
How about Eichmeyer feeling it? We talked about him coming in shooting 36%. Second tray in a row. Colorado State ups that lead to 63-56. What a barn burner. I think Iverson's going to get flagged for that foul. Eichmeyer, it's going to go to Eichmeyer.
Yeah. Coach Eustachy wants to see if there was an elbow throw. We're going to go back to the monitor and check.
They're going to see who the foul's on, I think.
No, well, you cannot go back. You can go back and see if there was a flagrant one, and it looks like it's ready to start play.
There was no timeout here. The officials wanted to look at that play. They've done so. Air Force inbounds the ball. It's Lyons. Flashes to the middle. Lyons looking for a shot. Green's on him. Back up top now, Fletcher. Fletcher to Cameron. The big man getting some minutes. Earls puts it on the ground. He's got Smith beat. Goes to the rack. That was a little bit too low. Oh, Colton Iverson just gobbles up that board. Colorado State's rebounding, making a difference right now. Eichmeyer rotates to Smith in the corner. Horning gets the open man. That's Eichmeyer from 3. Oh, does he have the range? No. Off the back of the rim and no good. That one's going to go on Greg Smith. I believe that's his 3rd personal as well. So Colorado State now finding some foul trouble.
Oh, my heart. Every possession, there's 3 bodies that end up on the floor. This game has become very physical. Still, both teams being very efficient offensively. And we have a 7-point ball game.
Well, the Rams are not going to keep 2 players out there that have 3 fouls, not 2 starters. So into the game comes Bejarano. Iverson takes a seat.
Well, he's a substitute that averages 6 rebounds a game, so he'll go to the glass. And he's very athletic and very active.
Earls takes the shot from 3. Colorado State, it's all Rams for the rebound. Eichmeyer this time. Eichmeyer up top to Smith. Colorado State looking for their shot. Dorian Green collapses that defense as he drives in. Big Mountain West Conference game. Colorado State looking to stay in 2nd place, 1/2 game behind New Mexico, who's in action tonight. Air Force 6-4 after being picked last in the conference. Colorado State ranked in the top 25. Eichmeyer lets that one go short, way short.
Now, that was an excellent defensive possession for Air Force.
Lyons with the 15-footer, just an outstanding move. It floats in the air. 63-58, that cuts the Rams lead back to 5. 35 points for Lyons. 35.
How you like my MVP call before the basketball game. This guy has been fantastic the entire year. He leads the conference in scoring, but today, 35, and we still have 12 minutes to play.
Yeah, he's doubled his output. Averages 18. He's got 35 today. Eichmeyer looking baseline. Now Smith from 15. Back to the rim, no good, but there's, we just talked about it. Bejarano comes in. Colorado State gets another offensive board. Air Force gets a stop, but I'll tell you, Colorado State now turns the ball up, that off Air Force. Second chance opportunities for Colorado State is tough for Air Force to handle.
Believe me, Air Force is not the Lone Ranger in this because Colorado State does this to everybody. That's why they have a 13.8 rebounding margin, which is #1 in the nation.
Jordan Green look for the inbounds. He finds Eichmeyer up top. Eichmeyer with the screen. Jordan Green. Great defense by Air Force. Shot clock at 13. Jordan Green. Time ticking down. Looking for the shot. Now 5 seconds on the shot clock. Crossover. Dorian Green into the paint and off the glass. Took it right down. Senior veteran leader knew what to do with it. 65-58 Colorado State.
We call that taking it down gut alley, and that's what Dorian did.
Brookice from 3. You can't leave him open. This one no good after the open look, but Air Force comes up with the offensive board. Fletcher dribbles in. Fitzgerald in the corner going baseline. Iverson has to let him go. He's got 3 personal fouls. Rams were ranked in the AP poll. Lyons up top with the ball. He's been absolutely tremendous on this day. Williams on the wing, back up top to Fletcher. Fletcher taking Eichmeyer to the rack. And look at the Colorado State Rams converge. Both these guys go down for the basketball. Hornick possession arrow to Colorado State.
Yeah, very, very fine move by Todd Fletcher. Tremendous block by Iverson.
Yeah, that's a great move, but the problem is you've got Iverson down low. These Air Force Falcons are gritty. They will stay at it and stay playing tremendous defense. They'll make Colorado State work. Green from outside. That one off the back of the rim, no good. Air Force goes to Williams. Rebound. Fletcher on the wing. 7-point ball game. 10:37 to play. Lyons has found defense a little tough on it. Back cut by Williams and puts it home with a little baby slam and a quick look by Brookice.
Well, Michael Lyons has drawn so much attention, Todd. It opens up some avenues and some lanes for other guys, and that was tremendous pass and a finish.
Running over to Green. Green down low, the big man. Look at Iverson trying to take control down low. That one's going to be short and draws the foul. Let's take a look at that last play, and this is something Air Force did against UNLV all night. Tremendous cutting and passing.
Yeah, you see Lyons kind of clears out the lane, and Brookice makes the nice delivery. He throws over top, and Williams with the soft slam.
Colton Iverson, you know, not everything can be perfect. One of the things in Iverson's game that he struggles a little bit with is foul shooting, but he finds the range here.
Yeah, shooting 60%, but look at that stroke. That was a beautiful looking free throw. If he can improve his free throw shooting, get it closer to 70%, he will be unstoppable.
Well, right now he's 5 of 5 from field goals, and he's 2 of 2 from the foul line with this third one coming right at you. That one in and out. Lane violation, I believe, by Air Force. Colorado State will get another opportunity. And I think it's that right ankle of Brookice that I'm trying to keep an eye on. It's slowing him down just a little bit down low. Iverson gets another one, and that one off the front of the rim, no good. Back comes Air Force. Colorado State with a 66-60 lead. Fletcher. Williams, look at the tremendous defense by Colton Iverson coming away with the steal. Back come the Rams running. Dorian Green, oh, what a tremendous pass Iverson hustles for it. Air Force hustles for it. This one off Iverson, it goes the Air Force way. Watch the steal. Watch the play by Iverson.
Well, he makes the steal on one end, and what a effort to go to the offensive glass on the other. Watch this. Just couldn't capture it, but that's a tremendous play by Iverson.
Look at Fletcher continue to go at it, pawing at that basketball, forces the ball to deflect off Iverson and out of bounds. Fletcher back up top. Brookheis from three. That one no good. Eichmeyer back the other way for Colorado State. Oxius going baseline. That's a block. Slid over late. Oxius with a good take. That foul goes to Williams.
Yeah, a little breakdown defensively. We're not in the proper positions to start. So Oxius has a lane. And the toughest call in basketball is the block charge.
Yeah.
Could have went either way. That's a tough call to make.
Well, we saw Colorado State, the beneficiaries of that, in their last win against San Diego State down the lane. Dorian Green looked to be in charge, but hey, sometimes when you're at home, you get some breaks, Coach.
And you got to love Coach Stacy. He said after the ball game, we got a call. And they played a tremendous game, a fantastic performance. But it doesn't mean they still wouldn't have won because they were up one at the time.
You know, you take a look at this Mountain West Conference, the Rams and Falcons ranked first and third in scoring offense. We've certainly seen that today, 68-60 Colorado State. Lyons up top, puts it on the ground. Colorado State puts the hand in and comes up with it. That was Green. Now Eichmeyer running the show. Oxius tries baseline. He's cut off. Dorian Green with a strong take. The floater in the lane, and the senior finds the range. One more time, he's dangerous with the basketball.
And that was against three defenders. That was an outstanding dribble driver.
Certainly exceeded expectations. He's got this team playing extremely well. Fletcher with the open look. That one off the back of the rim, no good. But Air Force able to chase down the rebound. Fletcher has it again. Williams with the move down low. The spin move gets the friendly roll to go. Looked like that was going to crawl out, but it stays down, Coach.
Well, you could definitely make a case for these two gentlemen, Coach Pilipovich and Coach Ustase.
Favor of Colorado State. Air Force needs to knuckle down. 8:20 to play. Colorado State with an 8-point lead over the Academy. Pierce Hornung, an absolute animal. Wes Eichmeyer from three. That one off the rim, no good. But look at Colorado State crash the boards. This one comes out to Fletcher. Air Force off and running. Fletcher slows it up, brings it back out. Brookheis. Now Fletcher with the screen. 25 Green, that comes up short. Oxius with the rebound for the Colorado State Rams. Both teams have cooled off just a little bit from their scoring pace in the first half and early second. Dorian Green goes baseline, tries to go up and Green leading the way for Colorado State to lead back to 10. He's got 19 on the day.
That was not a double clutch, that was a triple clutch.
Jan throws up a prayer, that one no good. Colorado State chases down the rebound and it's Hornung. Dorian Green picking up where he left off against San Diego State. Leading the way for the Rams today. 19 points. All starters in double figures for Colorado State.
And you see them being very patient. This is a team that is so well coached. They're going to take what the defense gives them.
Dorian Green, that one pull-up jumper. He had a defender on him. That was Green on the Air Force side of things. That one comes up short. Air Force down 10. Great move by Fletcher, able to back away and buries it. Todd Fletcher cuts the lead to 8.
Now, if you're Air Force, you need a stop or two and get back in this basketball game. We know Air Force is not going to go away. They're going to keep fighting hard.
Colorado State's big man, Colton Iverson, on the bench right now with 3 personal fouls. Look for him to check back in shortly. Eichmeyer again from 3. That one's short. Last 2 threes hoisted up by Eichmeyer. I don't think Larry Stacy cared for that shot much. Air Force with a chance to cut the lead down from 8. Fletcher on the baseline. He'll go ahead and let it go. And he finds the range. Tremendous jab step. He lets it go. We have a 5-point game, 72-67. Air Force on a 5-0 run.
And that 5-0 run is Todd Fletcher scored all 5. And as you mentioned, tremendous one-on-one play. Jab step, get the guy off and knock down the shot.
Todd Fletcher with a big 3 for the Air Force Academy, and they just force a turnover. This is going to go on. 72-67 Rams. Fletcher now to Williams. Brookhice trying to take Iverson to the rack. He does so. That one off the rim, no good. Hornig eat the glass. He's done it all afternoon, leading the Rams in rebounds. Big trip here for Colorado State as well as for Air Force on the defensive end. Coach Larry Stacy wanting his wings to work for a little bit better shot.
Yeah, and they want to pound it in for the big fella. Let him go one-on-one. There's the step through, and
how about that? I mean, the finger roll gets the defense to commit inside the paint and able to roll it up.
It's a clinic on post maneuvers.
Under 5 minutes to play, 74-67 Colorado State. Williams with the lock back out top to Fletcher. Fletcher feeling it, letting go. That one off the back of the rim, kisses the window and down. It's a 4-point game. The Air Force faithful right into this one.
And coach is saying, one stop here if you're Air Force. CSU is saying, let's pound the ball inside to Colton Iverson.
Colorado State passing around the perimeter, and there it goes into Iverson. Iverson leading in, spinning, getting the action to go up. Draws the foul, but the basketball trickles off the rim, no good. And Colton Iverson, 3 of 4 on the day, gets foul shots. How about Fletcher? The last 8 points for the Air Force Falcons, keeping them single-handedly in this ballgame.
4-year starter, tremendous point guard play. He also has 6 assists and no turnovers.
Big free throws for Colton Iverson. You want at least 1 of 2, and the big fella knocks down the first one. How about this? The Air Force Academy out-rebounding Colorado State, 14-11 in the second half after the Rams had that 21-5 advantage. This one off the rim, no good. Iverson converts 1 of 2 at 75-70 back on the Air Force Falcons, and the man with the hot hand, Fletcher. Lyons up top to Brookhice.
Todd Fletcher's really come on.
Eichmeyer fighting around that screen. That leaves an open 3 for Air Force. That one off the rim, no good. And Pierce Hornig with the rebound for Colorado State. 3:52 to go, 75-70 Rams. Time beginning to become a factor. Plenty of time left for the Falcons. Dorian Green with the rock on the wing, down low, inside to Iverson. Big man kicks it back out. It was taken away by Green. Back comes Air Force. Green to Lyons. Acrobatic in the air. That twisting, turning, off the window and good. That ties a career high for Michael Lyons, 35.
Little hang time.
Hornig with 13 rebounds, 13 points. It's a 3-point ball game. Clune Arena at a high decibel pitch right now. Colorado State with the basketball in the lead. Eichmeyer into the paint, hangs, gets this one to go. Tremendous execution by Colorado State. Back on the Falcons. Look at Lyons spinning into the lane. That one out, no good. Colorado State comes up with the rebound. 77-72, 2:45 to play.
Tremendous action back and forth. Great move by Eichmeyer, and then a terrific move by Lyons. Lyons' shot just crawls out.
Yeah, Lyons was absolutely robbed there. He's been tremendous on the day. 37 points. Eichmeyer feeds inside, and that one's going to go against Colorado State. Offensive foul on Hornig. Wow, what a basketball game we have here. 5-point Colorado State. 5 of 10 from 3, 14 of 20 overall. Air Force now with a chance to cut the lead down to 2. Brookhice out top. Air Force cutting back door, nothing there. Here's Williams on the wing. Williams crosses over, takes Hornig into the paint. Williams back at it. Open 3, look. Brookheis, that one off the window, no good. Air Force battle for the rebound, but Colorado State's Dorian Green comes back up with 2:02 left to play. Colorado State a 5-point lead over the Academy.
Colorado State's going to run a little clock.
Air Force fighting tooth and nail. Got to be extremely proud of the way this basketball team has played in defending their home court. Colorado State has been equal to the challenge. Pass inside to Ike. Iverson now outside. Eichmeyer's going to let it go from three and finds the range. The Colorado State faithful explode there. 80-72 Rams with an 8-point cushion. Air Force tries to inbound the ball quickly, but Eichmeyer knocks it out of play. And talk about a guy that has come up big today, Coach Fletcher. Wes Eichmeyer, 36% entering this game, and he's been absolute. You've got Lyons. Both have been proficient from three. Here we go, 80-72. Air Force down 8. Lyons takes it right to the basket, draws the foul on Eichmeyer, and that would have been a nice three-point play off the back of the rim softly. But Lyons gets a chance to expand his career high. He's tied right now at his career high with 37 points. This free throw could put him over the top.
And plus you get the clock stopped. You have to try to make this minute 19 now last as long as you can. Obviously, though, you have to knock down free throws. He's a 72% shooter from the free throw line.
And scorching hot from everywhere else. Here goes the second one. That one rattles around, no good. Iverson gets the rebound. And an 8-point Colorado State lead with the basketball. If you're looking for fouls, which Air Force is going to have to do, Colorado State has hit 17 of 20. Air Force putting the pressure on defensively, trying to force a turnover.
Greg Smith returns to the line.
And Coach Eustace replaces Iverson, who is the poorest free throw shooter as far as percentage-wise is concerned.
The Air Force got some fouls to give. There you saw it on the screen. And they give one up here.
Foul called on number 4 of Air Force Cameron Williams. Second
that will be ball
6.
on the side. Colorado State 4 of 6 from free throw line
in their
in
back,
the second half.
Yeah, Todd, in their back court, Dorian Green, 77% from the free throw line. Eichmeyer, 89, count it, 89% from the free throw line.
Well, that'll be a foul. There's no more freebies for Air Force. This will stop the clock with 1:07 to play. And Colorado State's Greg Smith will go to the foul line. Smith was great from the free throw line in the first half. He is 6 of 6 so far in this game. So if you're going to pick your poison, Eichmeyer would be somebody you want at the line, and Greg Smith right now has been 100% on the day. First opportunity, spins in off the front of the rim, and good. Big man Colton Iverson will check in the game for Colorado State. Colorado State sees their lead grow to 10, 82-72. Larry Eustace's crew trying to stay in that AP poll, coming into a very tough place to play. This Academy team going to give it a go. Lyons from 3, no good. Look at the battle down low. Williams tried to get that rebound, and Colton Iverson gets him with the body. That's 45 with the foul. That'll be his 4th personal.
It was an outstanding effort by Williams to capture that offensive rebound. Now he'll go to the free throw line and try to convert the 2 free throws. You're down 10. With about a minute to go, 59.7. You need to knock your free throws in and have to create a turnover or 2 if you're going to get back in this game.
All right, tune in when the New Mexico Lobos take on the Air Force Falcons in a Mountain West Conference showdown. Saturday, March 19th, tip-off at 4 p.m. All right here on Altitude, your HT home for Colorado sports. So, Coach, you and I will be sitting here for that one. And the Air Force Academy is certainly a team that is just a tough, gritty bunch. They've given Colorado State everything they've wanted and more. Unfortunately for the Falcon faithful, the Falcons have been 0 for 4 from the line in their last 4 attempts. And when you play a team like Colorado State, you cannot afford to miss free throws to stay in this game.   game, and Dave Filipovich knows it.
Well, no question about it. And when you talk about Air Force, 11-1. It looks like they'll end up being 11-2. And you promoed that New Mexico contest. Should be another great Saturday afternoon right here in Clune.
Well, the whole Mountain West Conference, Coach, we've taken a look at what Air Force has done here and their body of work of who they've knocked off. You know, San Diego State, UNLV, they're playing Colorado State tough today. I mean, let's not forget, with 4 minutes to go, it was a three-point game. You know, under 5 minutes to go, with 3-point game, Air Force had possession. Fletcher gonna hoist it up from 3, and that one finds the range. Todd Fletcher has been terrific in the second half. 8 free throws. Yeah, and that's what's come back to haunt you when you take a look at this ball game back. But we have 52 seconds to play. Air Force certainly can get back in this game. Down 7, they foul immediately, and Dorian Green will be going to the foul line. Michael Lyons committing the foul. For Lyons, that is third personal. You know, the first 22 games, Colorado State had just 3 decided by 2 shots, but each of the last 2 games has been decided by 6 points or less. Colorado State 4-1 in close games so far this year.
Well, there's a reason why this conference is rated #1 in the RPI nationally. Every game is tough. You talk about Fresno State, who's in last place.
Dorian Green, Air Force got what they wanted. Green misses the first one. Lyons with the basketball. This Air Force team soaring high. They get the bucket and the foul. A blocking foul called on Colorado State. It's 82-77 with the free throw coming.
Now,
wow.
Yes. Wow. What a tremendous move. Here we go. Watch Michael Lyons fly. The Lion flies tonight. Not roars. The Lion flies tonight.
82-77, 44.8 seconds to play. Air Force can cut the lead to 4 with the free throw. They have fresh bodies that just checked in. Free throw up, rattles around, and good. CSU led 82-72 with 1:07 to go. Air Force is now on a 6-0 run, and they're calling this on Air Force. Thought the whistle was going to go the other way. The crowd wanted the other way. These are big free throws for Dorian Green.
Well, and the difference between the last free throw opportunity, this is a 2-shot foul.
Didn't give Dorian Green a chance to come through there. Air Force trying to draw that foul, so Green.
That was a tremendous play by Michael Lyons.
Oh, yeah.
He did get in position. Took the off-the-ball charge. As we said earlier, toughest call to make.
Yeah, well, we just saw back-to-back calls.
You saw it.
Yeah, back-to-back calls where CSU was called for a blocking foul. Dorian Green at the foul line, and this one time he finds the bottom of the net. His 20th point after missing the front end the last time for the charity stripe.
He might have missed the last one. He wasn't going to miss this one. Not this heady veteran senior.
The way Air Force has been shooting the 3, there's plenty of time left. Green converts the second one as well for Colorado State. 84-78, Rams by 6. Here come the Falcons and Michael Lyons. Lyons creating space right to the rack. CSU does not want it. They hit the bucket. How about Lyons with that? Goes to the floor. Smith has been a guy that's been converting from the foul line for Colorado State. He's 100% for this ball game. Dorian Green breaking the press. If Dorian Green gets fouled as he's blowing past Air Force, Air Force commits the foul, and a skin left on the court for Dorian Green.
Air Force number 5, Mike Fitzgerald, second personal foul.
Fitzgerald to reach in here, coach.
2 shots for Dorian Green.
Little forearm shiver up there.
Well, Air Force came with the press. They kept the ball in the hands of Dorian Green and Eichmeyer. Smith came up. You want to foul that right away, Tom.
Boy, can the clock go any slower for Larry Eustace as Colorado State Rams? As you said, Coach, you're going to have to win this one from the foul line. They're converting their free throws.
This will be 4 in a row for Dorian Green.
85-80, that one rims out. Air Force with the basketball. Here comes the clock down to 30 seconds. Fletcher looks for the 3, but this one is blocked. Tremendous play by the Colorado State senior, Dorian Green. Fitzgerald forced a foul, and there you go. The CSU Rams' best foul shooter, Wes Eichmeyer, will be going to the line.
Yeah, shoots 89%. Air Force was looking for the foul on Todd Fletcher's jump shot to go to the line.
How about Michael Lyons? We've been singing his praises all game long. 42 points. It ties the 5th most points ever by a Falcon and is the most ever in a conference game for an Air Force player. Certainly a joy to watch this game. Eigmeyer with free throws, 85-80, Colorado State. First one's up and perfect. College basketball fans have been treated to a great basketball game here on Altitude today, Coach.
And you got to hope, if you're Air Force, that Eigmeyer misses that second one to keep it a two-possession game. But this is a guy, as we mentioned, 89% from the start.
Well, it's not quite March, but I feel the madness has begun for these two programs as they inch down the stretch. 87-80, Colorado State. Lyons going to hoist from three. That went off the rim, no good. Colorado State gobbles up the rebound. Air Force forced to foul. That will be on Green, number 25. Larry Eustace and the Colorado State Rams confident they have one tucked away safely in their back pocket, but what a game effort by the Air Force Falcons and Dave Filipovich's crew.
Yeah, Coach, if he smoked, he'd pull out the cigar right now, a little red Allback. He thinks this one is over.
Colorado State, the first miss by Smith. Second one is good for Colorado State. 88-80 Rams, 15 seconds left in this ball game. Colorado State is going to improve and draw even with New Mexico to the top of the conference. Taylor Brookheist drains the three to make this an 88-83 game. This Air Force Academy team just continues to go at it.
Well, that was the three they were hoping to get with Todd Fletcher. Olachenski made a nice shot. He knocks down the three. And it's still only a 5-point ball game.
Well, you can look back, Coach, on several things in this ball game. Air Force went through a stretch here, 0 for 4 from the line when they needed to convert. You've got to get those points at the opportunity when you're playing a team like Colorado State.
They've gotten Colorado State to miss a couple free throws, but with 8 seconds to go, this will only be a two-possession game if he makes it. So Air Force still has life if they can knock down a three here.
89-83 Colorado State. Lions, and why not? Why not toss it in? 45 points from Michael Lyons. It's 89-86. Are you kidding me? 3 seconds left. Dorian Green able to get the ball for Octius. Octius and Colorado State are going to come down to Air Force and steal one. A tremendous